So, I've not formally introduced everybody to our 90-gallon Reef tank. There's been quite a few updates, but there's not been any walkthroughs or talking about what kind of corals and anemones we have, as well as the tropical fish that we have. The tank is a little cloudy right now because I just fed corals and I just fed shrimp for all of the fish, and even the shrimp eat shrimp. So I'm gonna get some close-ups here for you. This rock is primarily where all of the corals are due to having an anemone that has not yet found a home. The trees right here are called Kenya trees. And then this little clump of 3 corals is a devil's hand, which looks like a hand right here. This is a Montipora cap. That's Staphylia. And then looking up, we have our hammer coral, and then that is an Athelia of some sort. That in the back is called an achen. Moving down here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little green spot. That is a rock anemone, or an ultra rock anemone. You can see the crabs are scurrying around right now to find food, and so are the Nassarius snails. We have a total of 6 Nassarius snails. You don't really see them a whole bunch unless there's food in the tank. Looking here also, we have our wrasse, and that is a Melanoris wrasse. And he's hiding from us right now. He'll come back in just a minute. Oh, there he is. And he's very beautiful. In here, we have a fire shrimp. He likes this little cove and keeps it very clean. We have our damsel, just a plain Springer damsel. That's our cleaner shrimp on the back. This coral is a zinnia of sorts. And then down in the front here, we have our green star polyps, as well as pulsing zinnia to the side of the green star polyps. It's been a journey with our pulsing zinnia. We lost the frag that we got, and within about a week, we noticed that where the frag had died, there were new baby sprouts coming up, and then that top part of it started as well. So that's my personal favorite coral. I think it's so cool. Moving over this way, we have our sand-sifting diamond goby. And he has built himself a wall, so all of the sand is pretty mounded up here, and that's all his handiwork. We have a few of these Regordia mushrooms. And then in the back here, that is a Gonstria, and it is a very beautiful hard coral. There's that Melanoris wrasse again. And then our favorites are the little clowns. We have 2 flurry clowns, and they are growing and getting bigger by the day. They're very happy little critters. This one here is our female. She is the biggest. And then the one in the back there is our male. And then I'm going to swing around here. You can see a bunch more crabs and our rogue Nassarius snail climbing the wall here. And then this is our rainbow bubble tip anemone. And he's moving around a lot. He stayed on the wall for quite some time, but has just recently decided to take to the rock. And he moves around this whole rock here very frequently. And I just noticed that we have an Athelia all the way on this side of the tank. It's very hard to show, but right there, my friends, is an Athelia that traveled all the way across the tank from here. There's a good look at our cleaner shrimp. And we have a couple other snails that are around here. We have your typical Trochus and turbo snails as well. They are more hidden and blend in with the rocks really well. And then In the back, up near the top, you can see our starfish. Anyway, this is our 90-gallon reef tank. Underneath, we do have a 20-gallon sump with filter floss, bio balls, and other matter. I'll briefly show that for just a minute. Here's our little sump. The contrast is horrible. Let me check. We'll put on white. There we go. A little 20-gallon sump. We do have another anemone, but that anemone is in the quarantine tank, which is over here. And this is a condi anemone, a purple tip condi, and it is in the quarantine tank because it got sick, and it is really healing nicely. And then we also have a turbo snail in here to help maintain cleanliness. I clean once a week, every Thursday, and that just consists of scrubbing the glass and being very cautious and spraying Windex on a paper towel in the kitchen, and then bringing the paper towel in and avoiding all seams on the glass. I also sift sand every now and then, but our Goby does such a wonderful job of naturally sifting the sand himself that I don't vacuum the sand very often. I do top off the sump regularly, which is more or less every week. Sometimes it's more frequent, sometimes it'll be 2 weeks and I don't have to really top it off. But yeah, it's a very peaceful, beautiful thing to look at. I checked the salinity tonight and it was at a 1.025, between a 1.025 and a 1.026. So salinity is steady. Bella wants to say hi. And one cool thing is we have our cat tree in here for Cleo, and she loves watching the fish. Absolutely loves watching the fish and watching what I do with the tank as well. Excuse my dog. All right, Bells. Say bye, Bells.